All right, folks. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I know you're looking at the clock like, what's he doing? So, Friday. Now, I was just thinking. Welcome to the show, my friends. Welcome to the show. The big show. Welcome to the big show. I'm your host. Let me tamp down some of my I'm your host, BKP. You're watching BKP Politics on voiceofruralamerica.com. And we're going to do political study today. Yes, political study. We do it every day, but we're going to do it pretty intense today. You're not going to be thrilled about some areas. I'm sorry, it's Friday, but we have to do it. I've had enough of hearing about Mondani. I've had enough about hearing about Virginia affordability, what went wrong, what was right. So we have basically no other choice but to set the record straight. Now, so what you telling me? Give me number 113. So we have basically, right? Just saying. I will ask the question right out of the box without angering any of you, hopefully. I want to know who is advising President Trump at this time. Who has his ear? Who is the one? Now, I'll be glad to do it. I'll leave this afternoon. I'll be glad to do it. I know how arrogant it sounds. But who has his ear? Who is saying, President Trump, our only problem is beef? Who has his ear? Don't worry, President Trump. Our only problem is beef. Outside of that, everybody's good. Now, we have two, and I say this because I'm going to find a little joke here. There's no reason on Friday we can't tell a little joke. And I'm going to go straight conspiracy theory here in a minute. So we have two weight loss programs in America. Two weight loss programs. Give me number 82. You can, according to the media, people are starving. They're hungry, right? They're hungry. But then, if you're, they're going to bring the cost down on the fat shot. Give me video 5. Video, and then I want this back. Video 5.
I'll tell you a story. A friend of mine who's a businessman, very, very, very top guy. Most of you would have heard of him. Seriously overweight, and he takes the fat shot drug. And he called me up, and he said, "I'm in London, and I just paid for this damn fat drug I take." I said, "It's not working." He said, "I just paid $88. And in New York, I pay $1,300. What the hell is going on?"
So I will officially refer to it as the fat shot. If you take this shot, I will not be doing it in a sign of disrespect. I will say, looks like you're on the fat shot, whether you like it or not. It will always be the fat shot here. Don't look for anything else. But have you seen the comments? Like, President Trump is going to reduce the prices. Ozempic is going to reduce the prices Medicare, Medicaid, or whatever, and then Trump RX for the fat shot. I think I would have held that one. I would have held that one at least until the shutdown's over. Just saying. It's not that. Who is whispering in the president's ear? Now, sadly, the delay. Don't you wish, take that down, don't you wish Americans would get as concerned about America, our economic health, debt, all the real crisis in America, as much as they do a flight delay? Well, that was unnecessary. That I was trying to make that little noise that comes on first. But anyhow, excuse me. Attention. All of you from Atlanta to New York. One, we're happy to announce Mondani is mayor or mayor-elect, but you'll be 3 hours delayed, and then we may just cancel the flight. Oh my God, America's over. It's over. Flight delayed. I just wish people would get as worked up about the country as they are a delayed flight. But wait a minute. Could you possibly shut the country down, hold up the snap? Wait a minute. There could be an entire trick to this, right? Could there be? Let's see if I have it here. I may not. Let's see. Do I have it? Hold on. If I don't, we can move right along here. No, I don't think I have it. But people are receiving pay stubs today, air traffic controllers that have zeros. Yeah, here it is. Give me 897. Air traffic controllers are receiving pay stubs. I'm getting my button. Make sure people know I still support President Trump. Yes, Department of Transportation earnings and leave statement, 0. Right? So if they could get the country all worked up and just totally overlook that this CR actually is nothing fiscally responsible about it from the Republicans, that we're not being fiscally responsible, we're passing a clean CR that does nothing, where our debt and the damage that's been done to this country. But if we cut SNAP, lay off workers, scare you in the skies that an air traffic controller is working and driving an Uber route, and when he gets to his job here, he or she is just exhausted and is not paying attention to the planes in the air. If we could do that, I mean, there's a couple other moves we can make. It's Thanksgiving. I mean, as early as today, they could come out and settle things to the point where, once again, they will have another notch of control over the American people. Absolutely. Full control over the American people. So take that down. Now, I have a question. We're gonna cover a lot of things today. Yes, Nancy Pelosi's gone. Yes, you're angry because, Marjorie Taylor Greene said something nice about Nancy Pelosi, right? Yes, you're angry. But a storm is a brewing, my folks. Number 38. A storm is a brewing. It's a brewing out there. We could see it as we stand ashore and look out there. The dark clouds. Yes. It's a brewing. I'm sorry. I know you could have done without that. Now, when I come back, all right, affordability. Well, that's brand new, right? Cost of insurance. Well, that's brand new. I mean, who would have thought of that? Seriously? I didn't write the year down. You will hear in a moment. So from the other night, give me 43, and then I want 44. West by God. And if you don't understand that, I don't have time this morning. It's not West Virginia. It's West by God, Virginia. Now, the yellow areas, a Monongahela, right? Monongahela County state senator has put a proposal forward to that Cumberland Valley area around Morgantown, West Virginia, that circles around Martinsburg County up there, Martinsburg, West Virginia, into Morgantown. The perimeter there of Virginia in the lower area, they have put out a proposal, this guy here, 44, for Virginia in that area of Maryland to come on over. Invitation for counties to join West Virginia. Chris Rose, invitation for counties to join West Virginia. He has written a proposal for that. So I don't know. It's just always things you hear. But now, let me give you a guy you don't like. And I know you can't stand when there's a guy you don't like, but there's a little truth behind it. So let's throw this one out. Number 45. I'm going to look you in the eye and tell you something. I always look you right in the eye. I'm going to tell you right now. Every Republican lawmaker out there is whispering. I will show you more in the Georgia Hour. Jeff Flake, GOP migration away from Trump has started. Now, I know you really put up Jeff Flake. You showed us Jeff Flake, the ultimate never Trumper. I'm going to tell you now. John Thune, every one of them. Look, Mike Johnson pretty much knows, and boy, that's pretty pessimistic, but his days are numbered. So he's working out a deal somewhere, maybe Louisiana to retire, get a little consulting gig, bring in a little extra money, go fly fishing down there in Louisiana. I don't know. But every single one, nobody's publicly, but they're calling each other, do we want Trump's endorsement? I mean, where do we stand? Have you seen polling numbers yet? It's out there. I'm telling you right now, it's out there. Every last one of them. Take that down. All right, so let's see what else I have before we jump. Might as well jump. We're going to talk about this a little later in the show. Number 35. We're going to talk about this a little into the broadcast. All right. Digital ID. We're going to talk about the digital ID. It goes with this right here. Where's it at? Digital ID. Where's that guy at? I know I have him here somewhere. Right there, 86. Now, this is the guy that works on the implant, right? The Neuralink. I don't know what it was, but right, this is the guy that worked on the implant in your brain. Oh, yes. This is the guy that got $1 trillion pay package based on, right, with stock options based on market cap values of his business. Like Tesla's market cap is what, 1.5 trillion? He's got to get it up to 8.5 trillion. How do you get there? We shall talk about that. Now, let's see what else. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. Diane, give me number 47. I'm going to go today. Probably do it once a week because I don't want them to smell. And I'm going to Subway. I'm not advertising, but it was a Subway, right? He was found not guilty of a sandwich attack on a federal agent there, right? Remember he tossed the sandwich? Point blank, right at him. Not guilty. I'm going to get a sandwich today. Pull me over. Pull me over. I will sandwich you just like that. Boom. Why'd you pull me over? Here's your sandwich. I don't know what happens, folks. Don't stop and ask what happens. But yes, he tossed his sandwich. Not guilty. Let's see what else I have here. Because I'm going to go conspiracy theory. I don't think you're ready for what I'm going to. So I want to ask a question. Now, I could be wrong here. And if I'm wrong, that's okay. It really is. Wow, they're going to clip that out. They're going to run that live at 11. I could be wrong. So CNN, as you well know, I watch every morning. I know. 4 a.m. 5 a.m. CNN, 5 a.m. Okay? Right here on this computer at 5 a.m. is CNN. Now, they had some lady up there 6 months ago that they had reading the news, and she disappeared. We don't know if she's been recovered, but she disappeared. And for the last 6 months, they have been one person after another filling in every morning at 5 a.m. You never know what you're going to see. Who is reading the news for CNN that morning? Now, there's two things I picked up here, and I'm going to tell you what they are. So, if you want to run a test, when's a better time to do it than 5 a.m.? If you want to do a live test, 5 a.m. So every day there's, I forget the young guy's name. There's another lady, then the young guy, right? This morning, something interesting. Now, I've already asked the question, and I get an answer of no. But I want to put a couple graphics up, and then I want you to answer me this. Number 88. Forget the Chiron right now. Give me number 88. Is that a real person? At 5 a.m., this person did the news for 1 hour. All right. I don't know if she was there. She was there at the 6 o'clock. Never seen her with CNN. I could be totally wrong. Totally wrong. No, I don't know this lady at CNN. At 5 a.m., she comes out of the box. Now, the one thing I noticed is they always go to different people that do the news, like reports. There was no personal interaction. Give me number 93. If you think I've lost my mind, I might as well get it out of the way. Now, is this a real person? I mean, the part on the hair, the hairline, the eyes. And if you'll look into the right, in the hollow area of her face, it's very dark. I mean, I mean, if this is the day I've lost, if you look, give me number 94 and we'll stop there. If you want to text me now, say BKP, you've totally lost it. Go ahead. Go for it. Give me back number 88. Now, and then give me 93 one more time. I have to get out of this. I can't get over. I don't see an ear. Let's see, right about my eye, right? About my eye. On that right side, I don't see an ear. And I'm looking over here this morning and I'm like, I don't know that lady. I've never seen her on CNN. Was this a test run for AI to read the news? Because I already know they're testing it. They're testing people. Remember, I brought it to you that they are already having people do commercials, and there's one AI generated person, as they call it, or whatever, that has an agent already. I don't know. Tell me I lost my mind. If you know this person, if I'm losing it on Friday morning, I'm losing it. Take that down. Now, so farmer walks into the chicken coop. The chicken coop, right? And just like that, where's it at? $121. And just like that, Henry sneezes. Bird flu on the rise. High grocery prices. 66 poultry flocks hit with the virus, killing 3.64 million turkeys, chickens, and ducks. How did this happen? Well, yesterday Henry sneezed, and the next thing you know. Now, here's the interesting thing as I go to break. And you might want to buckle up. Because remember, just yesterday, was it just yesterday that President Trump came out of the box with this? And I'm going to show you. Just yesterday, President Trump came out of the box. Let me see if I got it here. Give me number 56. So Tuesday night, let's see, it's Friday. Tuesday night, apparently affordability is the new word. New magic words, affordability, right? And Tuesday night got our asses handed to us in Georgia. And I have publicly called for the Georgia Republican Party Chairman Josh McCoon's resignation, and I will continue every day so we stand a chance to win 2026. But it looks like our governor, Brian Kemp, is sticking his finger right in the eye of the good people of Georgia with his pick, Derek Dooley. We'll talk about that later for Senate. Sorry, a little sidetracking there. But just Tuesday night, affordability, right? Affordability. And then Wednesday all day, President Trump and Republicans are out of touch with affordability. So Trump rolls out on Thursday. Who's advising the president? I'm sorry. You can get mad at me. 2025 Thanksgiving dinner under Trump is 25% lower than 2024 Thanksgiving dinner under Biden. Okay, ready? Ready? Don't think so. Stop saying Biden. Just stop saying it, all right? Stop saying it. We don't even know if Biden was there, Mr. President. Mr. President, we don't know if Biden was there. We don't know who was really licking the vanilla cone. Whew. Probably should reel that one back in, right? We don't know. We don't know who really fell off the bike. We don't know. We don't know who really fell up and down the steps trying to get in Air Force. We don't really know. We know it was a disaster, right? We know they stole an election. We get it. But you're 292 days in. We don't need to know if Thanksgiving dinner is cheaper because Biden's not there. We're the ones pushing the grocery cart. And Mr. President, I'm going to say this to you in all due respect because I do love you. I really do. I love my president. Okay? I'm going to say this to you in all due respect. You got it? Thanksgiving dinner prices are according to the people that go to the checkout and pay for the food. Got it? Period. That's who you need to be in touch with. Because according to Walmart, my costs are lower than Democrats on everything. That's up to you. I'm going to leave that up to you to decide. Because I know this much. Well, I'll wait for the next segment. Especially oil and gas. Well, gas prices are better. Okay. So the Democrats' affordability issue is dead. Stopping. Someone has to. Okay. If it's your last day, go in a room. Who's going to get fired? Who's going to get fired? I'll take it. I'll take it. Who's got the nerve? I'll do it. I mean, fly me up there or get me a bus ticket. Can't get a flight. Or I'll drive to D.C. I'll walk in. I'll be very respectful. Mr. President, the affordability issue is not dead. It's not. Sir, you can't do that. Who told you I can't? I'm just telling you, sir, you can't do that. And you can't talk about things are down. You got to leave that up to the person pushing the grocery cart. You can't go and tell people how they feel and if they're doing better. They need to look, they'll look at you and say, no, we're not. I'm serious. Stop lying. I wouldn't lie about Donald J. Trump. I wouldn't lie. But I can give you a list, and I will after the show, after the break, but I can give you a list of things in my personal life. A Trump watch wearing, a Trump here, a Trump there, a Trump pin, Trump hat here, Trump hat there, guy of things that I am a true supporter of the President of the United States that I'm paying more for. So, so here's the thing, folks. I have the guts and courage to come to you and tell you what's about to happen, and it is. Because if you ever thought for 1 minute John Thune likes Donald Trump, these people are career politicians. These people, their whole career hinges. Their college kids' tuition hinges. Their retirement hinges. Their investments hinge on their political seat that they hold. And nothing's going to get in his way. You really think John Thune and state senators Josh Hawley and all those people over there, they just really like Donald J. Trump? Do you think for 1 minute that Lindsey Graham isn't ready to spit Trump out and look for his next guy? Really? Come on. Over in the House of Representatives, seriously? They're going to start running from Trump, right? And every day this is going to happen to Donald J. Trump. Every day. Because what happened? He comes out. He says the price is down. Number 53, the price is down, Bob. Right? 53. Trump touts cost of Walmart's Thanksgiving meal to vindicate his policies, ignoring a key detail. Right? It seems like just right after he did that, Let's see. Do I have one? I don't know if I have one. I don't think I have a Thanksgiving one. Yeah, let's go with affordability, number V14, and then I'm gonna go through some pictures. Diane, give me video 14.
On lowering cost for weight loss drugs.
I was angry last night with the Republicans. They say, you don't talk about this stuff. Nobody talks about it. You know, I rely on a question from a reporter to get that out. We should be talking about it because they talk about affordability. They don't have affordability. What the Democrats do is they lie. We are the ones that have done great on affordability. They've done horribly on affordability. The only thing is they go out and they take commercials how under the Democrats you have affordability. It's just the opposite. We have much lower prices than they do. And we only have one thing, beef, because the cattle ranches are doing well. We're going to bring the beef prices down, and they understand that, even if we have to help them out. But the beef also is not a big difference, but every price is down. The biggest price is energy. We're at almost $2 for gasoline.
Okay, so quick fact check here. The national average for a gallon of gas is $3.08, according to AAA, 2 cents lower than this time last year. Want to bring in.
Well, that's MSNBC. You know they don't tell the truth about anything. They're going to fact check everything. But the beef? Oh, so affordability? They don't have affordability, 74. I agree. Democrats are the reason the inflation went up. But folks, for the people, get this through your... Give me, no. I don't want that one. I'm sorry, Diane. I gave you the wrong number. 73. That's my fault. Get this through your head. I know how bad this sounds, how ugly it sounds. Don't talk to me that way. Let me tell you something. If you keep telling me Biden's inflation went up 9%, 40%, okay, I get it. But the Americans that are sitting at an airport right now, that their flights, I mean, there's people sitting at home that don't intend to fly for 5 years that are upset that flights are delayed. It's a crazy ass manipulation. Trump is smart. People around him are smart. Okay? We know the Democrats. You and I know the Democrats have nothing positive to say or do about bringing down prices. We know the mess we're in, right? Do you know how many Americans just live for the moment? Do you know why TikTok, it's 30-second videos? I said it the other day. You remember the old Jay Leno, street walking or whatever he used to do? Those people are out there. Let me show you. Sorry about that. I got a new mouse. I have Mises. I got a new mouse. And I'm supposed to pick up this mouse for this computer. And I picked up this mouse. There you go. All right. And I turned the computer off. There you go. Thank you, Diane. Diane's like, where'd you go? I started yelling at Diane. Diane, where'd you go? All right. So sorry. All right. Bada bing, bada boom. All right. So just like that, when he says I want you to be advanced with this, because give me number 77. Every time Trump comes out from this point on, And Republicans are not going to step in to help him. That's my humble opinion. U.S. turkey flock drops to lowest level in 40 years. Decline due to spread of bird flu. Now that happened just today. I mean, Lord, number 78, Axios, Thanksgiving turkey shortage fears grows as avian flu spreads. 79, USA Today, inflation on the rise. So will Thanksgiving dinner cost more too? Well, I mean, so number 87, Trump touts Walmart Thanksgiving basket. And then, just telling you, the next day, turkeys. And let's see. I've got one or two more. 106, Trump remains focused on affordability. 110, Senate to vote Friday on pathway to end shutdown. You mean there's a pathway? 112, will Thanksgiving travel be a nightmare? And here's one I want to show you right here. Number 119. Target has a dinner for four for $20, but right underneath the chyron says bird flu on the rise amid high grocery prices. But what they don't tell you in the Walmart package and the Target package, they have reduced the price. But Google it and see if they haven't reduced the number of items in the box, where you can go buy that Thanksgiving dinner for $4, and they're saying the price is down. See if the items have been reduced or the ounces or sizes. Go check that out. So every time Trump moves, they are going to make sure they counter it. There's no coincidence. All right, so I'm going to take a break. I'm going to come back. We're going to talk about affordability. We're going to talk about, when I come back, I'm going to focus on affordability. All right? Is it just a word? And are Republicans really going to die on the hill that they're headed towards? Or are they going to take a page out of the past? Take a break.
At Days Chevrolet in Jasper, we're proud because for more than 65 years, we've built a legacy of trust for the families we serve. That's why 80% of our business comes from repeat customers and referrals. When you treat folks as well as we do, word is bound to get around. Days Chevrolet in Jasper, family first since 1959. Days Chevrolet, Days gets it done. Together, let's drive.
Larry's Body Shop in Ellijay. Family owned and operated since 1978. The latest in cutting-edge digital technology and state-of-the-art equipment allow our iCard Gold Class certified technicians to restore your vehicle. Our second-to-none customer service will work directly with your insurance company. Major accident or minor fender bender, we take the dents out of accidents. Larry's Body Shop, North Georgia's #1 body shop. Visit us at collisiondecision.com.
Why give your money to liberal media companies? Put your marketing needs in the hands of a conservative marketing professional and start getting results today. FYN Media Group, one of the top digital marketing agencies in Georgia, specializes in website design and hosting, social media promotion and management, and so much more. Visit FYNmediagroup.com or call 706-889-3564 for a free consultation.
Welcome to El Rey Azteca Mexican Restaurant. We invite you to indulge your senses with our from-scratch authentic Mexican food. Whether you are hungry for fajitas or the El Rey Azteca burrito, we offer a wide variety of fine Mexican dishes, drinks, and desserts. Our inviting patio, indoor seating, and bar has a seat for everyone. So come to El Rey Azteca for delicious food, great drinks, good friends, and loads of fun in a casual and friendly atmosphere.
Ladies, when you wear elegant jewelry, become a force to be reckoned with. You shine brighter than the stars in the sky, and your inner beauty radiates like the sun. So embrace the magic, embrace the elegance, and let your jewelry be a reflection of your true, authentic self. My friends over at North Georgia Diamond know what a woman wants. Go see them for the perfect gift. And remember, when it comes to elegance, there's no such thing as too much. Come see us at North Georgia Diamond. We're igniting passion one sparkle at a time.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
This is a special report.
Knowing how to invest your money is harder than ever before. Dealing with stock market volatility, record debt, and terrorist attacks requires new thinking. At U.S. Asset Management, we can help you see the world more clearly so that you can move beyond the chaos and invest with confidence. Call us, visit us online, or drop by our office. U.S. Asset Management, helping you make better decisions with your money.
Mesquite Grill, now offering online ordering for your convenience. Check out our new website at mesquitegrillbr.com. That's mesquitegrillbr.com. The great food and service you have come to expect, ready for you when you arrive. Open 7 days a week with a fully stocked bar and friendly service. Bring your furry friends with you and dine on our pet-friendly patio. Also, check out our catering options and let us prepare delicious food for your next event.
All right, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. You're watching BKP Politics. I know you said my picture's fuzzy. You know, I shut down and I come back up. I'm not for sure. What is it? Is it still fuzzy, Diane? I'm your host, BKP. You're watching BKP Politics on voiceofruralamerica.com. Now.
Yeah, it's still fuzzy. I don't know. There's a lot of static in your picture.
Yeah, right. I don't know what it is. I mean, I've shut down. I've come back up. I don't know. Let's go with. Is it unbearable? I mean, if it's tolerable.
Yeah, he's just. It looks like an old film because you got a lot of static in it.
An old film. Did you just call? Was that an underhanded shot? I tell you, I got to watch her. She's sly. She'll throw an underhanded move. Now, thank you, Diane. Well, maybe we can get this settled here in a minute. All right. Now, affordability. First of all, I want to be brutally honest with you. All right. Now, I went to, and I don't want to waste the time, right? I don't want to waste the time, 38, and then I want to go to 37. 38, 37. So I was there, all right, I was there in 2010. Barack Obama, Nancy Pelosi, who is retiring, we'll talk about her in a minute, right? Now, I was there. I got upset over Obamacare. 1 million of us were there. We did not want government health care. I was there. You were there. Tea Party was born. Tea Party was born, right? Now, because at that time, they had a poll went out that said like 76% of Americans want to solve the healthcare problem. And even at that time in 2010, in polling data, I was part of the 76% at that time. Now we're going to go into affordability. And number 37, Republicans always blow it. They always blow it. When they get a chance, all right? Now, Nancy Pelosi, hate her or not, call her a witch, whatever you want to do, but you're dealing with Obamacare that Nancy Pelosi got through. Nancy Pelosi got through the biggest legislation basically in my lifetime. Although it was wrong, although it was bad, although it was socialism, she got it through. Mike Johnson only could talk about our fractured, right, coalition or our fractured, caucus or whatever it is. Okay, I'm losing where I want to go with that. That's all he could talk about. Hate Nancy Pelosi or not. Now, I want to show you that, Diane, I want to come back to 37. But I want to lay out black and white, Politics 101, and I'm going to prove my point today. So, the enrollment window is open. Give me 67. Open enrollment is open. Now, if you're not on the ACA, Affordable Care Act, as they call it, you wouldn't understand this. I am. Only way I can buy insurance. That's right. You're on Obamacare. Only way I can buy insurance is to go to this portal and afford. It's the only way I can afford insurance. Go to this portal and buy insurance. So I'm not begging for the government subsidies because I don't understand why insurance costs are not down. Now, they say here ACA healthcare premiums rise an average of 26%. Yesterday, I go into the portal, the ACA portal. The same company, I'm not going to mention the company that I'm with now. Everything the same, nothing new. No change on deductible, no change on anything. quadrupled. My monthly rate for insurance for me quadrupled. Now, I don't want to complain because billionaires and trillionaires, because Elon Musk, we got to say trillionaires now, trillionaires and billionaires and very, very wealthy people, yes, they're concerned about the price of the fat shot. Just saying. There's a number that, if you're working for the government today, the federal government, state government, county, right? Cities, your health care is covered. Mine quadrupled. Now, it's okay that insurance companies, no one talks about it. All the Democrats talk about, we want to get the subsidies back. Republicans say, we don't want illegals. Look, I know the only thing you can say I look is a little chubby, but I sure as hell know that you're not calling my ass an illegal. I'm not illegal. I'm not telling you where I was born. I'll save that for another show. But it was right here in the lower 48. To parents that were born right here in the lower 48. And whether you believe it or not, I knew how to push a damn lawnmower when I was 8 years old in this country in the lower 48. That's right. I've worked my whole life in this damn country, and mine quadrupled. And some damn illegals is free, and some corrupt politicians is free, and some person down at the county office is free. But I am bound by the system till the day I die, like millions and millions of Americans, and not one damn time do they ever say the insurance companies are making billions and billions and billions of dollars and buying stocks and bonds. No, not one damn time. Not one damn time are they talking about the poisons that the pharmaceutical companies are creating that are injected into our children, injected into us. Not one damn time. But the whole shutdown is over subsidies that don't come to me, right? Subsidies that don't come to me, that go to a damn insurance company. And then the Republicans say, well, we're not going to give illegals. When the Supreme Court said, guess what? If they're in the country, you got to put them in school, you got to feed them, and you got to inject them when they go to the doctor. That's the Supreme Court, not me. I didn't do it. But then, you know what? Then Trump comes on and says, we've reaped trillions and trillions of dollars in tariffs. Great. The Supreme Court may be telling him he's got to refund the trillions of dollars. Over here on this side of the media, they're telling me that I'm paying the tariffs when I go to the grocery store and buy something at the furniture store. I'm paying the tariffs. So if the Supreme Court says you got to give back the tariffs, once again, the American people will get shit on. All right, that was not intended. I did not rehearse that or write that. So, all right, I was just calmly trying to tell you that yesterday my insurance quadrupled. That's all I was trying to share. That's it. Let me reel that back in. Now, that being said, serenity now. Okay, go back to right here. Now, number 37. I'm not a Democrat. I'm a fiscal capitalist, free market, America first, free market capitalist, right? I have to tell you, I'm afraid capitalism is dead. I know you didn't like that. I wanted to hold that one back. I didn't want to reel that one out yet. But I'm afraid that capitalism is dead in America because we'll go through that on another day. But number 37, rent burden, right? The rent. How did we get here? Now, part of the rent burden that they don't talk about are taxes. So what's happened in America is people can't afford a house. Then you have these corporations out there buying entire subdivisions. Another day. And you have these corporations out there building enormous apartment projects. And then we are the odd man out. Homeowners are the odd man out. We've become the minority in a lot of ways because we yell about property tax, right? We yell about property tax. But guess what? They don't care because you're a shrinking number. Why would they worry about you and how you care? They put the property tax up and away, and it gets incorporated into the rent. It sure does. So these people that own the massive projects, they get property tax bills. They divide them up. Instead of the rent being $1,200 a month, it's $1,600 a month, $1,700 a month. Oh, yes. It's exploding all over the country. And then, on top of that, you can't afford the homeowner's insurance. You can't go buy a house. You can't afford the homeowner's insurance. The list goes on and on. So when you say affordability, now, I will never forget the night because I was in contact with my sister because we were laughing so hard the night we watched this right here, number 36. Because my family, we've been watching politics our whole entire life. And we've been watching New York City mayor debates for years. But the rent is too damn high. New York City. I'll never forget that night when this guy was in New York City. Wonder what has changed. Give me video 1.
Mr. McMillan, would you like 30 seconds more?
Allow me to introduce myself. I represent the rent is too damn high party. People are working 8 hours a day and 40 hours a week to some a third job. Women can't afford to take care of their children, feed their children breakfast, lunch, and dinner. My main job is to provide a roof over your head, food on the table, and money in your pocket. This is politics as usual. Playing a silly game. It's not going to happen. The rent too damn high movement, the people I'm here to represent can't afford to pay their rent. They're being laid off right now as I speak. They can't eat breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Listen, someone's stomach, child's stomach just growled. Did you hear it? Gotta listen like me.
Okay,
let's
Mr.
talk
McMillan.
about the issue. People can't
Mr.
afford to pay their
Cuomo,
rent.
30 seconds for you, sir.
Rent is too damn high.
Okay, there's Mario Status Cuomo. Now, I made a mistake. That's not New York mayor. That was a governor's race. Cuomo is there. This guy is with the rent is too damn high party. You know how old that is? That's politics 101. He said people are hungry. He listed all these things. Jimmy McMillan, right? How many years ago was that? I don't know if I have that down. Rent too damn high. Now, I've tried to tell politicians over and over. These people are all manipulating. Yes. They're bad people. Now, forget Barack Obama for a minute. Forget George W. Right? Forget Trump. Forget Hillary Clinton. They went back. Remember this, the audio's not very good on this one. I may have should have gotten a better one, but remember this video 3.
I feel your pain.
I feel your pain. I feel your pain. Americans, they're struggling. Now, I didn't come on here to ask you to like Bill Clinton, but man, could he campaign. And man, could he feel and could he engage wanting to know how you feel, not telling you, right? Our politicians, I'm talking to politicians in Georgia that are explaining to me, listen to this, and I'll go into it at the Georgia Hour. They're explaining to me the tax revenue. Yes, the tax revenue that's going to come in from the data centers that in your local community, they can use that tax money to buy ambulances and maybe even reduce your property tax. Well, hell, when's the last time you've seen that happen, Captain? Right? Really? I'm going to buy into that? Bill Clinton was, now we're going to go to 1982. And I'm going to break this down for you because listen how he engages this person. This is 1982, right? Video 2. Listen very close.
I'm trying to do something about it by stimulating the export, investing more, better education system. Thank you. I'm glad to clarify.
Tell me how it's affected you again. You know people who lost their jobs and lost their homes? Well, I've been governor of a small state for 12 years. I'll tell you how it's affected me. Every year, Congress and the President sign laws that make us do more things and gives us less money to do it with. I see people in my state, middle-class people, their taxes have gone up in Washington and their services have gone down, while the wealthy have gotten tax cuts. I have seen what's happened in this last 4 years when, in my state, when people lose their jobs, there's a good chance I'll know them by their names. When a factory closes, I know the people who ran it. When the businesses go bankrupt, I know them. And I've been out here for 13 months, meeting in meetings just like this, ever since October, with people like you all over America. People that have lost their jobs, lost their livelihood, lost their health insurance. What I want you to understand is the national debt is not the only cause of that. It is because America has not invested in its people. It is because we have not grown. It is because we've had 12 years of trickle-down economics. We've gone from 1st to 12th in the world in wages. We've had 4 years where we produced no private sector jobs. Most people are working harder for less money than they were making 10 years ago. It is because we are in the grip of a failed economic theory. And this decision you're about to make better be about what kind of economic theory you want. Not just people saying, I'm going to go fix it, but what are we going to do? What I think we have to do is invest in American jobs, American education, control American health care costs, and bring the American people together again.
In 1992, part of his campaign was what? Healthcare cost. 1992 healthcare cost. Everything that guy said in 1992 is politics 101. Don't tell people how they feel. Meet people where they're at. Engage with them. Narrow the conversation 101. Now, I want that video again. I just want the beginning, and I want you now to see George H. Bush and pay attention because this is what they're doing now. 1992. Give me that beginning, and then I'll shut it down.
I'm trying to do something about it by stimulating the export, investing more, better education system. Thank you. I'm glad to clarify.
Tell me how it's affected you again. You know people who lost their jobs and lost their homes?
That's atypical Republicans. What we're going to do is we're going to have more exports. It's going to do this. We're going to have invest in a better education system. Okay. Never. And I'm not George H. Bush. Trust me. I have no I have nothing for the Bush family. But this is Republican 101 for them. That's where they're at today. I mean, if I talk to a lawmaker that's running for office in Georgia and I say data center, they're going to start telling me the tax revenue that comes in, and we're going to have them in the future, and we need to lead the way, and that tax revenue can benefit the people. Let me tell you something, right? This is for free. This is for free. They hire. This is for free. I should get paid $1 million for this right here. $1 million. Absolutely free. What is it? They hire these political consultants. It is an industry. It is an industry. These political consultants make millions of dollars. There's billions of dollars spent. They don't care, a lot of them, who wins and loses. They're getting their money. Now, right now, today, a politician running for office should be walking down the aisle pushing a grocery cart. And they should look over, and the opening of the commercial should be a damn Republican pushing a shopping cart, and it should open up with that shopping cart and that Republican pulling something off the shelf and reading the ingredients and looking at the prices and pulling a second one. This could all happen in 3 seconds off the shelf, and looking at the prices, and then turn back and say, you know, Americans are struggling right now. And we're all taking our time at the grocery store looking at the prices. Oh, I could write the whole script. But no, dumbass Republicans are going to get out there. You know what the dumbass Republicans are going to do in my state? They're going to tell you this. If you like me, I'll get rid of state income tax. That's what my dumbass Republicans are going to do in Georgia, right? Anyhow, 101 in America. Affordability. I do not know who is advising my president, but if you want to win in 2026, call me. Call me. I'll do what I can. I can help you. Give me a call. All right, folks, when we come back, 101. These are 101. Why did Mondani win? Mondani won because people are, we have put these kids through these indoctrination centers, right? Now, parents, buck up here. You took Junior down to the sign-up place, and Junior signed up for $948,023,000 worth of student loan so he could study TV and the effects of TV on the brain if you play too many video games, and you felt there would be a great future in that. Yes, that happened in America. And now they're wanting to know, but wait a minute. I think Starbucks workers should be unionized. And I think Starbucks workers should get $42.50, $11.87 an hour to make a cup of coffee, right? To make a cup of coffee. And then they should just give it to me. I shouldn't have to pay for it. But we don't know who's shit out of luck in the middle and holding the bag and doesn't get the money. But me on this side of the counter, you should just hand me the coffee. I don't see why I would charge it. Or my card needs to just work, and it needs to just work. And then you over here, you need to be making this money, because instead of pouring coffee like Flo in the diner, sorry, Flo, in the diner in the old days, you have now been named barista. We now owe a college graduate just yesterday, and now you're a barista. I probably need to get out. And you wonder. But I know exactly why they won the other night. First of all, don't forget, it was a damn criminal, in my opinion. A criminal, in my opinion, sitting next to the guy, right? And then Spanberger in Virginia, in her acceptance speech, she said, we're going to start building affordable housing. Why is the government going to build affordable housing? Why is the government, right? One speech right after another. Yes, a barista. The coffee. You know, look, I was talking to this guy one time. I study business, right? And we were talking and we were talking about business because I years ago, very good in inventory controls and turns, right? I mean, used to, I was in a business where we had to turn inventory, and it didn't matter. I think just off the top of my head, it didn't matter if you made 36% on a profit on a product, but if it sat on your floor for a year, you actually lost money. This is inventory turns, what your percent is, how much, every inch of a warehouse has to pay the rent. And whatever product it is has to turn enough to pay for the space it sits on. I mean, I used to do that all the time for a living. I used to do it. So what I'm getting at here is, one day I said to someone, I said, let's talk about coffee. And would you, let me get out, if a person that showed up every day, here's the question, never missed a day's work, and all the customers lined up at the counter because that person's there, and if that person wanted a $1 raise, would you give that person $1 in a raise or let that person go and get a new person? And what you have to get to when you're talking about business is, in a cup, there's only X. You got X. So in that cup of coffee, there's X on profit. And no matter how many cups you pour, how much you like the person there, and how well they show up every day for work, X never changes in the price of that cup of coffee or the value that you can make in that cup of coffee. It never changes. All right? That's it. So if the individual pouring the cup of coffee wants more than X, you have to replace that person with someone else because it's all you have is X. What good is it to have dependability? What good is it to have that perfect person that never spills a drop, but if it costs you more than X, right? I don't know why I told that story. Let's take a break.
At Days Chevrolet in Jasper, we're proud because for more than 65 years, we've built a legacy of trust for the families we serve. That's why 80% of our business comes from repeat customers and referrals. When you treat folks as well as we do, word is bound to get around. Days Chevrolet in Jasper, family first since 1959. Days Chevrolet, Days gets it done. Together, let's drive.
Larry's Body Shop in Ellijay. Family owned and operated since 1978. The latest in cutting-edge digital technology and state-of-the-art equipment allow our iCard Gold Class certified technicians to restore your vehicle. Our second-to-none customer service will work directly with your insurance company. Major accident or minor fender bender. We take the dents out of accidents. Larry's Body Shop, North Georgia's #1 body shop. Visit us at collisiondecision.com.
Why give your money to liberal media companies? Put your marketing needs in the hands of a conservative marketing professional and start getting results today. FYN Media Group, one of the top digital marketing agencies in Georgia, specializes in website design and hosting, social media promotion and management, and so much more. Visit FYNmediagroup.com or call 706-889-3564 for a free consultation.
Welcome to El Rey Azteca Mexican Restaurant. We invite you to indulge your senses with our from-scratch authentic Mexican food. Whether you are hungry for fajitas or the El Rey Azteca burrito, we offer a wide variety of fine Mexican dishes, drinks, and desserts. Our inviting patio, indoor seating, and bar has a seat for everyone. So come to El Rey Azteca for delicious food, great drinks, good friends, and loads of fun in a casual and friendly atmosphere.
Ladies, when you wear elegant jewelry, you become a force to be reckoned with. You shine brighter than the stars in the sky, and your inner beauty radiates like the sun. So embrace the magic, embrace the elegance, and let your jewelry be a reflection of your true, authentic self. My friends over at North Georgia Diamond know what a woman wants. Go see them for the perfect gift. And remember, when it comes to elegance, there's no such thing as too much. Come see us at North Georgia Diamond. We're igniting passion one sparkle at a time.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
This is a special report.
Knowing how to invest your money is harder than ever before. Dealing with stock market volatility, record debt, and terrorist attacks requires new thinking. At U.S. Asset Management, We can help you see the world more clearly so that you can move beyond the chaos and invest with confidence. Call us, visit us online, or drop by our office. U.S. Asset Management, helping you make better decisions with your money.
Mesquite Grill, now offering online ordering for your convenience. Check out our new website at mesquitegrillbr.com. That's mesquitegrillbr.com. The great food and service you have come to expect, ready for you when you arrive. Open 7 days a week with a fully stocked bar and friendly service. Bring your furry friends with you and dine on our pet-friendly patio. Also, check out our catering options and let us prepare delicious food for your next event.
All right, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. You're watching BKP Politics on voiceofruralamerica.com. 10 o'clock, the Georgia Hour. Boy, the Georgia Hour on Friday. I mean, just when you think it's safe, like you can take the day off. Hey, Diane, this may be my last, next week, I got to get out my heavy gloves, my ear muffs. I'm going to have to get them all out next week. It's going to be snow flurries. They said there could be snow flurries and snow in the mountains in western North Carolina. I'm very close. Anyhow, that was not intended to give you a weather report. But that being said, Diane, give me at 10 o'clock, give me 122. Folks, I am not shocked at all. I mean, when did you ever think Fulton County was going to respect anyone, anything? They will die. Fulton County stands firm as Justice Department renews push for 2020 election files. We're going to talk about this in the Georgia Hour. Now, we know Harmy Dillon, the Civil Rights Division of the Department of Justice, wrote the letter to Fulton County Board of Registration and Elections saying, you got 15 days. Ron Pitts, the chair of Fulton County Board of Commissioners, said, really? Like we care? 10 o'clock, take that down. Now, yesterday, and I want to talk about this. I mean, nobody's I'm going to go through the I don't think I make it. I really do. I'm not just saying that. I don't, because the level of truth that I will bring is unacceptable to the level of corruption out there today. Doesn't match up, and they cannot have me on here saying the things I'm saying. Now, you're being set up. And I'll tell you why. And I'm not going to mention names, but you are. You're being set up. First and foremost, I'm going to stay focused in Georgia. You got Pennsylvania, you got Virginia, but data centers. Now, Georgia is the Wild West for data centers. So we have a loud group over here wanting to stop data centers. Environmental controls, the amount of water, the amount of electricity, they buzz over here, right? And it's intended. You always have to have the good guy, bad guy. So they're over here when I say, and I know who they are, and they're yelling at the top of their lungs. Then I have the lawmakers over here. They're over here telling me all the great things the data center will bring the value of tax revenue. Yes, ask your local politician the tax revenue that's going to come in. Now, you see that right there? There's the middle. And no one on this side and no one on this side says, why do I have to have that data center? I mean, I've got a big screen TV hanging on the wall downstairs. I stream everything. Yes. And I'm streaming digitally here this morning. And I've got a phone, and it's got, I'm in 4G world. I don't live in 5G, but I've got service and Wi-Fi. Why do I need 28, 11, 46, 32 data centers in Georgia? Why do I need them? What kind of data do I need? Just what level are we going to? That's just it's that important. AI, investment in the future. No one talks about that. And I'm serious. And I tell you every day in the next 3 years, folks, go look up and do a true study of how many people have been laid off this year. There's not one thing that just came out of my mouth to be negative about President Donald Trump. Go look at how many people have been laid off this year. It's coming rapidly. Now, Elon Musk promised something yesterday. When I say it is coming rapidly, get ready, because I'm going to break some things to you that they don't want to talk about. So, yesterday, 86, this guy right here got a $1 trillion pay package. $1 trillion pay package, right? Door opens for Musk to become world's first trillionaire. And I hope certain people are listening because, about the time we were having our rigged Georgia GOP state convention, Elon Musk had that falling out with Donald Trump. And, there was this side and this side. And I had a friendly debate. And I told people, I said, let this develop. Let it develop. Elon Musk was there to cut cost, cut government. You know what Elon Musk was there for? Are you ready? He was there to show a certain group of people how to integrate our federal government with AI, not just to reduce the size of federal government, to keep up with the Chinese and the other countries out there with the efficiency of what we have to do next as a country. That's what he was there for. Yes, to lay the groundwork. You don't need all these people. You don't need all these systems. You need to integrate. Well, you think the data centers are out there just for you and I and our convenience and make our TVs run faster? No, they're not. It's a new infrastructure throughout the country that weapons will run on. Yes. Your military weapons, defense systems will run on. Government will run on. That's what Elon Musk was there. Now, under the guise of Doge. And I get that. And I support that. And I still think some good things took place. But Elon got what he needed done in the federal government for the next level of AI. Yes. It's all been set up. It worked out for him. Well, there was a falling out. Elon Musk and Trump, they fell out. The guy just got $1 trillion pay package. You remember all those reports? Because I'm going to lay some stuff out to you. You remember all those reports that the board of Tesla was going to remove him? Right? I was standing with some friends. They were in line to go see Steve Bannon. I would not pay 50 cents to go see Steve Bannon anywhere. Oh, you ready for this one? I'll just throw it out there for fun. What do they call it? And giggles? Steve Bannon said, let me see. I got to throw this out. This will definitely get people angry at me. Why go into the weekend without that, right? Give me 31. Let me throw this out. Oh, I can't help it. I just want to do this because Steve Bannon, remember, he played a role in hating Elon Musk, right? They all play a role, folks. They play a role. Architect of Trumpism frets he'll be sent back to jail if Republicans blow the midterms. My question is, did he go to jail? Take that down. There you go. Oh! Oh! Bada bing, bada boom. Oh! Did he? Did he? And now he frets going back to jail? And he's the one that, went after Elon Musk, right? He would get rid of Elon Musk. Remember that? Steve Bannon, I'll get rid of him. He's done. He's, right? Go look it up. Don't take it from me. He was playing his role. He had everybody frenzied up. Elon's this bad guy. Why Elon is in there setting up high-grade weapon systems to run off AI, it's done. I told someone in that line that night, and, that we were talking about it, I said, let it develop. Let it develop. So Elon Musk, where am I at, has a $1 trillion pay package. Now, I was there just a minute ago. We'll get this just a second. $1 trillion pay package. It worked out for him. But what Elon Musk has to do, he has to make the market cap from Tesla from 1.5 trillion market cap to like 8.5 trillion market cap. Now, how in the world would he do that? I mean, Tesla is an electric car company, robots, chip in your brain, SpaceX. What do you need for that? Well, you need 974, 68, 11 data centers across the country because you got to have all this data for everything to run. Everything has to communicate. I take pictures here, and on my phone, I open it up, and they show up here. Da, 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 da. Here they are. How did that happen? In seconds. Data centers. More and more of them coming your way. So how does this guy, and what does he do? Give me this. We're not going to do the whole 3 minutes. But yesterday, give me video 4. I think this is a year old, but video 4. Give me video 4.
Tesla made quite the splash at the recent Cybercab event by showcasing its humanoid Optimus robots alongside the introduction of the new Tesla Robovan vehicle. The Optimus robots were seen walking out as part of the grand reveal, leaving quite an impression. These robots are not just for show. Tesla Chief Executive Officer Elon Musk revealed some of their impressive capabilities. In a video, Optimus was shown performing tasks that would typically be handled by humans, like carrying a package inside from the porch and even watering plants. During the presentation, Elon Musk emphasized just how integrated these robots could become in everyday life, saying, "The Optimus will walk amongst you." According to him, you could walk right up to them, and they would serve drinks or help out in various ways. Musk further elaborated that the Optimus robot could practically do anything, including walking your dog, babysitting, or mowing the lawn. As for the price, he estimated that these robots would cost between $20,000 and $30,000 in the long run. Musk is not one to shy away from bold claims, and he declared that the Optimus could become the biggest product ever of any kind. After the presentation, Livestream footage showed event attendees interacting with the robots. While the robots were not demonstrating all their capabilities yet, they did wave to the crowd and hand out small gift bags. One of the robots even engaged in a game of rock, paper, scissors with a guest. Although the robots were not seen performing more complex tasks like serving drinks just yet, they certainly drew attention. In one part of the event,
wait a minute. Are you telling me that number 71, they can babysit, play games with kids, right? 20 grand? What's 20 grand? I tell you what, when I get one, I'm going to name it Jeeves. Or program. Jeeves. Yes, Jeeves. Vote on Elon. Folks, now, this is coming. This is coming. Elon Musk danced with one yesterday on the stage. It's coming. Carrying in the groceries, cut the grass. Oh, yes. Yes. And then you have number 72. Is this called, Diane? Did I get it correct from yesterday? The autonomous car, right? Vote on autonomous cars, trucks, delivery. Then I think, I don't know if I brought this back for today. Maybe I did not. But remember, just yesterday, I showed you the last couple days that in Georgia, Walmart has their test drone delivery, right? Test drone delivery. Interesting. Now, let me tell you where this is going. Let me tell you where this is going right here. And we can talk about it later, right? Give me 35. This is going right here to the digital ID. You have some politician, right, standing up telling you have this side over here. I know the podcast. I hear them. I know the people that are out there making the noise, the social media influencer. They all have their job. So they're over here yelling about the use of water, right? And I get that. Environmental concerns, I get that, right? Power concerns, I get it. They hum. I get that. They're over here. This group's over here called politicians standing up and saying, but you don't understand the tax revenue it's about to bring in. Your county stands to make. Yeah, listen to a politician. Your county stands to make. And then one day, when there's enough data centers that can handle your implant or your hand scanner, hey, wait a minute. When there's enough data centers and everything is set, and they say the next step towards controlling you is the digital ID. Once again, as the Americans always do, we'll look back and say, when did that happen? It's coming. All right, so Nancy Pelosi died. I've got to get ready for the Georgia hour. And Diane, we will make the Georgia hour, I promise. Well, that was I hope I'm still on. I just had a power flick. Number 46. Everybody's all, what is that? Axelrod on agreeing with MTG. Astonishing. Give me video. No, we're going to hold it. We'll talk about Nancy Pelosi. People are mad. Give me 57 that she praised Nancy Pelosi. Bada bing, bada boom. What do we have here? Make sure I'm not forgetting. We've talked about the price of turkeys. We talked about bird flu just in time for Thanksgiving. Right? Here you go. Number 90 and 91. Right. China launched new advanced aircraft carriers. Yes, carrier. They're building military hardware. You know something? Now, I'm not interested in communism, but you know something you don't hear around the world? I mean, I go to every friggin' website around. You don't hear government shutdown. You just don't. It's like in China. You never see the headline saying China Day 87 of government shutdown. You just don't hear it. Russia. I mean, 100. Now, you can get people to vote for something or see it your way if it's on time. If your departure's on time, folks, this is your captain speaking. And we are pushing back from the gate now. We're actually 3 minutes ahead of schedule. Folks, this is your captain. We're ahead of schedule today. We'll be traveling at so many thousand feet at so many miles an hour. We're going to cut 30 minutes off the trip today, and we're actually going to arrive in Philadelphia about 28 minutes ahead of schedule. So you sit back and relax. But no, you're sitting down there in the airport and they're saying, your plane's 3 hours late. So here, number 101. 101, Senate tees up shutdown vote. And just like that. So Nancy Pelosi is retiring. How about this? I don't want to forget some of this stuff here. It's very good. Give me number 118. I will not tell you. I'm going to ask you. The Farmer's Almanac, it's gone. I don't know what kind of winter we're going to have. I have no idea. I don't know when to plant next year. I don't know when to till the garden. I couldn't begin to tell you without a Farmer's Almanac from 1818. The Farmer's Almanac, this is it. Now, in the corner of the Farmer's Almanac, to this day, is a hole punch in the corner. Why is there a hole punch in the corner? Why was the Farmer's Almanac always printed with a hole in the corner? Send that to me, and I will read the first one that can give me the. You know what? I know you guys. You're out there Googling it. Got it. I know you guys. I know how you are. Let's see. Cancellations. 104. Another drug boat shot out of the water. Bada bing, bada boom. How about this, number 29? Russia has claimed that they have a new tidal wave, a nuclear tidal wave that obliterates anything in its path. I mean, their sub can fire this missile, cause a tidal wave. People are upset over this, number 30. Right? This is from, yes, they're upset. Marjorie Taylor Greene issues rare praise to Nancy Pelosi and stunning dig to Trump as firebrand's reinvention continues. Now, I'm not going to. Number 33. Dollars and cents. Trump touts affordability while inflation rages across America. Everything from food to furniture to cars. Every single day since the election, not that they were nice to him before, but every single day since the election, they will go after him over and over. Oh, 52. It's set up for 52. 52. Ford says that the Lightning is on the chopping block, right? There it is. The Ford F-150 electric truck is on the chopping block. Number 49 very much upsets me. I'm very upset over this. I don't know what I'm saying, but this one upsets me because Shapiro is out there rejoicing after going all in to turn Pennsylvania blue. The governor, universally seen as a 2028 candidate, is stepping into the limelight after a successful off-year election day. So if Pennsylvania could go bluer, right, and he is a candidate, and in 2028, Pennsylvania could go blue instead of red. Are they erasing all the hard work? You see, Trump got the assassination attempt, Butler, PA. Scott Pressler went up there in his boots and walked all over the Amish land, and he registered everybody. But the truth of the matter is, Republican registration in Pennsylvania now outnumbers Democrat registration. Dave McCormick, the Republicans, they voted a Republican over Bob Casey Jr., got rid of him in the Senate. If you don't know what that means, the name Casey in the state of Pennsylvania, and Donald Trump won. A Republican won the 7th district in Congress. I know you might not know exactly what all of that means. Then are we going to lose Pennsylvania in 2028? Because here's the kicker. Here's my prediction. Just put it out there, number 50. Rubio privately expects Vance to be on the 2028 GOP nominee. I don't know if Rubio will be his vice president, but I will tell you this. Odds are, Shapiro, Pennsylvania, odds are they're setting everything up for Vance to lose in 2028. And then right behind that, Marco Rubio win. I'm your host, BKP. You're watching BKP Politics on Voice of Rural America. If you have to check out, we love you. We really do. We care for you. We love this audience. Text me, send me messages, send me money. Yeah, we'll accept it. We accept only one currency, though, but we'll accept money. Just say it. But you have a great weekend. God bless you. Great weekend. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back at 10 o'clock on the dot. Don't be late now, Diane. I always have to just say that. We'll be back at 10 o'clock on the dot with the Georgia Hour. We'll see you at 10. Take us out of here, Diane.
Chevrolet in Jasper. It's last call. Your last chance to save $12,000 off Silverado 1500 and $7,500 off Silverado 2500 crew cabs. Don't miss last call and save $12,000 off Silverado 1500 and $7,500 off Silverado 2500 crew cabs at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. Days Chevrolet. Days gets it done. Together, let's drive.
Larry's Body Shop in Ellijay. Family owned and operated since 1978. The latest in cutting-edge digital technology and state-of-the-art equipment allow our iCard Gold Class certified technicians to restore your vehicle. Our second-to-none customer service will work directly with your insurance company. Major accident or minor fender bender. We take the dents out of accidents. Larry's Body Shop, North Georgia's #1 body shop. Visit us at collisiondecision.com.
Why give your money to liberal media companies? Put your marketing needs in the hands of a conservative marketing professional and start getting results today. FYN Media Group, one of the top digital marketing agencies in Georgia, specializes in website design and hosting, social media promotion and management, and so much more. Visit FYNmediagroup.com or call 706-889-3564 for a free consultation.
Welcome to El Rey Azteca Mexican Restaurant. We invite you to indulge your senses with our from-scratch authentic Mexican food. Whether you are hungry for fajitas or the El Rey Azteca burrito, we offer a wide variety of fine Mexican dishes, drinks, and desserts. Our inviting patio, indoor seating, and bar has a seat for everyone. So come to El Rey Azteca for delicious food, great drinks, good friends, and loads of fun in a casual and friendly atmosphere.
Ladies, When you wear elegant jewelry, you become a force to be reckoned with. You shine brighter than the stars in the sky, and your inner beauty radiates like the sun. So embrace the magic, embrace the elegance, and let your jewelry be a reflection of your true, authentic self. My friends over at North Georgia Diamond know what a woman wants. Go see them for the perfect gift. And remember, when it comes to elegance, there's no such thing as too much. Come see us at North Georgia Diamond. We're igniting passion one sparkle at a time.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
This is a special report.
Knowing how to invest your money is harder than ever before. Dealing with stock market volatility, record debt, and terrorist attacks requires new thinking. At U.S. Asset Management, we can help you see the world more clearly so that you can move beyond the chaos and invest with confidence. Call us, visit us online, or drop by our office. U.S. Asset Management, helping you make better decisions with your money.
Mesquite Grill, now offering online ordering for your convenience. Check out our new website at mesquitegrillbr.com. That's mesquitegrillbr.com. The great food and service you have come to expect, ready for you when you arrive. Open 7 days a week with a fully stocked bar and friendly service. Bring your furry friends with you and dine on our pet-friendly patio. Also, check out our catering options and let us prepare delicious food for your next event.
Chevrolet in Jasper. It's last call. Your last chance to save $12,000 off Silverado 1500 and $7,500 off Silverado 2500 crew cabs. Don't miss last call and save $12,000 off Silverado 1500 and $7,500 off Silverado 2500 crew cabs at Day Chevrolet in Jasper. Together, let's drive.
Larry's Body Shop in Ellijay. Family owned and operated since 1978. The latest in cutting-edge digital technology and state-of-the-art equipment allow our iCard Gold Class certified technicians to restore your vehicle. Our second-to-none customer service will work directly with your insurance company. Major accident or minor fender bender, we take the dents out of accidents. Larry's Body Shop, North Georgia's #1 body shop. Visit us at collisiondecision.com.
Why give your money to liberal media companies? Put your marketing needs in the hands of a conservative marketing professional and start getting results today. FYN Media Group, one of the top digital marketing agencies in Georgia, specializes in website design and hosting, social media promotion and management, and so much more. Visit FYNmediagroup.com or call 706-889-3564 for a free consultation.
Welcome to El Rey Azteca Mexican Restaurant. We invite you to indulge your senses with our from-scratch authentic Mexican food. Whether you are hungry for fajitas or the El Rey Azteca burrito, we offer a wide variety of fine Mexican dishes, drinks, and desserts. Our inviting patio, indoor seating, and bar has a seat for everyone. So come to El Rey Azteca for delicious food, great drinks, good friends, and loads of fun in a casual and friendly atmosphere.
Ladies, when you wear elegant jewelry, you become a force to be reckoned with. You shine brighter than the stars in the sky, and your inner beauty radiates like the sun. So embrace the magic, embrace the elegance, and let your jewelry be a reflection of your true, authentic self. My friends over at North Georgia Diamond know what a woman wants. Go see them for the perfect gift. And remember, when it comes to elegance, there's no such thing as too much. Come see us at North Georgia Diamond. We're igniting passion one sparkle at a time.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
This is a special report.
Knowing how to invest your money is harder than ever before. Dealing with stock market volatility, record debt, and terrorist attacks requires new thinking. At U.S. Asset Management, We can help you see the world more clearly so that you can move beyond the chaos and invest with confidence. Call us, visit us online, or drop by our office. U.S. Asset Management, helping you make better decisions with your money.
All right, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. It is time for the Georgia Hour. It is 11/7/2025. It's time for the Georgia Hour, brought to you by voiceofruralamerica.com. Thank you very much. Diane, I sent you a couple more pictures. Sorry about that. Don't want to get in too much trouble. But I want to start today like I did yesterday for the most part, and I want to immediately... and I'll give you the reasons why. And I actually intensify the request today based on more evidence coming in. I have sources that are telling me that county parties are discussing how to go about 2026, the election, knowing they can't depend on the state party. Now, not the entire state. I know I'm about to get blasted by the establishment party goers that, you know, they've been through training. They have 19 certificates. I get it. I'm not knocking good training. I think we should have training. I want to be clear on that. But, you know, I'm getting ready, but there is out there now. Now, what does that say? If there are county parties in the Georgia Republican Party that are the chairman or chairwoman or chairperson, whatever it is standing up in front of the group and saying, we need to come up with a plan. These are my words, but it's what I've heard. We need to come up with a plan because we cannot look forward to we cannot count on the state party coming and helping us for 2026. Now, what that says, see, first of all, let me go no further. I'm calling on Josh McCoon, chairman of the Georgia Republican Party, to resign immediately and not turn it over to Sally Grubhub, the first vice chair. No, not at all. So we'll go through that later, but I'm calling for the resignation immediately. And I'll tell you why. The letter the Georgia GOP put out and reasoning for the failure, it's a failure. When you lose, you fail. I mean, what did he say? He said, if you're not first, you're last. Right? Shake and bake. The magic man. If you're not first, you're last, right? So the bottom line is, you fail. I know we're not allowed to say fail today, but you fail. So instead of coming out with this letter, immediately sugarcoating the failure, right? You immediately address your county and district. Immediately address them. And you send something to them saying, we need to address immediately every county assessment, have an assessment from every county immediately on what went wrong, what should we do better, what focus do we need to look at? Because look at here, number 60. I mean, Josh McCoon should resign today. I'll be glad to do it. Yeah, I know this might bug the establishment, and it sounds arrogant, but I understand management. I really do. I understand management. Hundreds of people, right? Hundreds of people. And I promise I will not get involved with a $140 million Ponzi scheme or people that are associated to a Ponzi scheme. And I'll promise I will not steal any money out of your bank account. But I know management. I know the first move you make, I know what you have to do. Now, in Georgia, you can't do anything without Brian Kemp's permission. We'll go over that later. But whether you like the AJC, you're angry at the AJC, I get it. But this is something, you published this after the 2024. This same graphic went out on the AJC, and you guys published it all over the internet. Now, all the blue arrows, right? Switch maps, 157 out of 159 counties. Democrat Public Service Commission candidates Alicia Johnson and Peter Hubbard outperformed Vice President Kamala Harris results in 2024 presidential election, right? Shift from 2024. These counties shifted. Every 157 counties made a Democrat shift. But according to Josh McCoon, it's a one-off. Now, before we go into that any further, and we will, the bottom line, he should resign today, and I'm going to show you why. You have to have leadership. You have to have leadership. And I know what I would have done immediately. My assessment would be done immediately. There would be no way I wouldn't have a county chair for 15 minutes after these results went out that didn't have some kind of guidance on how to address your county and prepare for 2026. That didn't happen. Now, that being said, I want to show you something first. There's two things I want to do. Remember, 125 and 126. Did you get those? Remember this. All right? I sent you those during break. Now, remember, this is Fulton County Board of Registration and Elections. And this letter came from Harmeed Dillon, Civil Rights Division of the Department of Justice to Fulton County. Right? Sounds pretty serious. 126. Now, the second paragraph, the Civil Rights Division appreciates your prompt attention to this matter within 15 days. So, Judge, here's what to watch for. I want you to watch for this. There's a lot of stuff spinning around the internet. Things are moving. Harmeed Dillon from October 30th gave Fulton County Board of Registration and Elections 15 days. You know what 15 days equals? November 14th. What is November 14th? That's the final day that Scott McAfee, Superior Court Judge in Fulton County, gave the committee that's looking for a new DA to prosecute the Trump RICO case, right? Or it expires. So this letter lands with a date of November 14th. My guess is that on November 15th, Scott McAfee, right? Scott McAfee gets a dismissal. He dismisses the RICO case on the 15th. Don't get shocked if 16th or 17th that there is not a court order from the Department of Justice in place for Fulton County to have to comply. So watch for things to move. It'll move around the 14th and 15th area. But Fulton County, I wonder how they feel about it. Give me video. Where's it at? Bada bing, bada boom. 13, video 13. Hey,
I've got to
where'd
check.
I lose you?
I don't know if I've got video 13. Hold on.
I sent 12. 13 is a separate one, so I'm not sure. Yeah, I show it sent. No, I didn't send it to you. I didn't send it to you. I'm not going to tell you what I did. Because if I tell you what I did, then it means I tell God and country. Can you get me the video out of this? Tell me if you can, because this is one that's going to be, might be difficult. Tell me if you can get the video out of this. Go ahead and put up number. I'm sorry, Diane. Someone else got that video this morning. You didn't get it. Lord, just when I thought I was really getting like I had, give me 122. So while she gets this video, it tells me if she can get it out and load it. Fulton County stands firm as Justice Department renews push for 2020 election files. All right. DOJ is a Fox 5, Ron Pitts, the chair of Fulton County. Now, keep in mind, Fulton County has been ordered by the courts to seat Jason Frazier and renew an appointment for Julie Adams on the Fulton County Board of Elections and Registration and Elections. They have violated the court orders several times. They're in contempt of court, but they'll go all the way to the Georgia Supreme Court and spend $1 million fighting that case before they ever put those people on the board. I mean, I doubt seriously in 2026, when the Ossoff, right, governor, all the constitutional officers are on the ballot, that in Fulton County, I doubt, I could get shocked, I doubt Jason Frazier and a renewal of Julie Adams. And I will say this, I don't know. Julie Adams has not told me this, but I would not get shocked if the pressure is so enormous on her. She's very strong, and I don't just say this tongue in cheek. Please make sure she's on your prayer list. Julie Adams, Fulton County Board of Registration and Elections, because the bad people pressure her every single day. And Board of Elections, Dr. Janice Johnston and Janelle King. Were you able to get that video?
Became embroiled in allegations of fraud over the 2020 presidential election. The Justice Department wants county officials to turn over those election records.
But county leaders say they're not turning over any documents. Fox 5's Deidre Dukes joins us here live on set with these newest developments. Deidre.
That's right. Talking today with Fulton County Commission Chairman Rob Pitts. He says he finds it ironic that we're talking about this when Fulton County just completed a successful election this week. He says Georgians have moved past 2020 and that the Trump administration needs to do the same.
Early voting in municipal and statewide races were underway across Georgia when Fulton County officials received a detailed letter from the DOJ spelling out its demands. The feds requested election records, ballot images, and other documentation from the 2020 presidential election.
I'm just still baffled as to why there's this fixation on the 2020 elections. 2020 elections are over and done with. They've been reviewed, they've been audited, they've been scrutinized, they've been looked at from top to bottom. We get a clean bill of health.
It's the latest round in the ongoing dispute over how the county handled that historic election. We spoke with Fulton County Chairman Rob Pitts. He says county leaders are tired of relitigating the 2020 election.
We had successful elections in 2024. We just recently, 2 days ago, had another successful election, but they just cannot, for whatever reason, let 2020 go.
Several investigations have already found no evidence of wrongdoing or widespread fraud. But the DOJ is now pushing for the release of the same documents members of the Georgia State Elections Board requested last year, after the right-wing majority panel opened its own investigation. Fulton County is challenging the state elections board subpoena of documents in court.
From our point of view, we've complied with everything that we're required to comply with under the law. So from my point of view, there is no next step.
So while Fulton County must now deal with this request at the federal level, its ongoing battle with the state elections board continues to wind its way through the courts, and we've not received an update as to where they are in that process.
All right, to be continued.
Yes, indeed.
Deidre, thanks so much.
You ain't getting a damn thing. You know, the only thing I'm missing, Diane, Rob Pitts, about, was it 3 weeks ago, took a picture with Greg the Weasel Dolezal. I wish, like anything, I had that picture right now. I really do. I wish I had Greg the Weasel and Ron Pitts, the Fulton County chair, right now to put on that damn screen, and I didn't load it up. Yes. I wonder if 4 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, when Greg the Weasel Dolezal was standing there doing a thumbs up and a picture with Ron Pitts, well, I'll be boom, chugga, 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 boom, 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 boom. Diane is our new hero. Give her. There it is. That's Greg Dolezal the Weasel and Ron Pitts. Well, what do you know? Way to go, Diane. Cha-ching. Yeah, right there. And you heard Ron Pitts. I ain't giving them a damn thing. Oh, no, they ain't getting nothing from me. Because we Fulton County, we don't give a damn. We Fulton County. We still election just right on. Yeah, they ease on down the road. Ease on down the road. Don't give a damn, you know. Success. Please do not ask me why I do certain things. You'll never get an explanation. That's Greg the Weasel Dolezal. He happens to be running for lieutenant governor, hanging out with Ron Pitts. I wonder, Greg, if you asked Ron at that time if he is going to comply. I wonder if you did. I wonder if you said, now, Ron, because you look awful chummy, looking real chummy. So Fulton County, just so you know, said hell no. Got it? Get it? Move on. Take that down. Diane, did I say thank you? Now, second, we have a team. We have a team. Number 8. Now, we know, right, that the receiver put out a quarterly report. It is 90-some pages long. 90-some pages long. Now, here is the albino rhino senior. He's senior, right? And number 9, this would be First Liberty Building and Loan. First Liberty Building and Loan. And this is the albino rhino, Brant Frost V. The guy in the picture was Brant Frost IV. This is First Liberty Building and Loan, right? And this is the first report, 90-some pages, first quarterly report from Mr. Hayes, the receiver, appointed by a federal court to handle this Ponzi scheme, right? Now, that being said, the report is out, and there's 2 documents people are looking through. Now, this doesn't give you the whole picture, but I want you to look at this. Give me 123. During the application period, the receiver also discovered that significant transfers of funds and assets were made to third parties. This is going to go so spread out across the state of Georgia. It is. Every single person named Frost needs removed immediately from the Georgia Republican Party. When I say this, and I'm not going to go down an ugly road, but assets that have been moved to third parties, insiders. Insiders is plural. Who are the insiders? You see, during the application period, the receiver also discovered, that'd be Mr. Hayes, that significant transfers of funds and other assets were made to third parties. Who are these third parties? Plural. Insiders, plural, and affiliates. The receivership entities who did not appear to have provided equivalent value, blah, blah, blah. All right. Insiders is plural. Plural. Moving assets around, associates, insiders. This will get much deeper. You will start in the, I want to say near future, but I don't know what that is, a week, 10 days, 2 weeks, a month, maybe more. You'll start seeing, you'll see the next set of names come up. You have been waiting, in my opinion, in my estimation, you have waited for a while for something other than First Liberty Building and Loan, Brant Frost IV. Because now I will say this, give me number 9. Now, this is the albino rhino, and the albino rhino is Brant Frost V, also was in charge of the GRA PAC that was dismantled under investigation. Also, first vice chair of the GRA at a time. Also, former second vice chair of the Georgia Republican Party. Also, former, very recent former Republican Party state committee member and Coweta County Republican Party chairman. Now, he resigned and moved away because he's probably the first touch that'll be done. That's my opinion. I don't know that. I got to look at it and say, this is probably the first touch that'll get pulled in. Now, I know right here, he has a bright new career. He is a shield fixer. He's a fixer, all right. Insurance is really about stewardship. I don't know how he sleeps at night with something like this saying stewardship, shielding those you love. If you shield those you love, this guy's a new dad. Is it twins or something? Got a Stepford wife? I know that was wrong. I know. I always know when I'm wrong. I know when I shouldn't say something, and I do. But moving right along, right? So we have people that lost everything that said they dealt with him, but he's not been named. And the daughter, Katie Frost, Georgia Republican Party 3rd District Chair, right? 3rd District Chair, and state committee member. Well, we won't go through everything. It'll take Georgia. It'll be the Georgia 3-hour. She was an employee of First Liberty Building and Loan as the community engagement, whatever. Right? Now, Mom, Krista Frost, all right, that you see here, 14, just 3 days ago, November 4th, was it? Krista Frost, the mother, who is a state committee member on the Georgia Republican Party, Inc. That's not her right there in front. That's That's one of Josh McCoon's cover-up friends. She'll cover up anything for Josh McCoon. Okay. But in the center, that's my opinion. It's my opinion. I mean, she's a McCoon cover-up activist. That's what they are. Josh McCoon's a bad person. Right there in the middle, Krista Frost, that's the wife. Now, she was stroking off checks out of the cookie jar. She had money in the cookie jar, get it out. And she is not listed as an employee, but it's very possible that she could be one of the above. She could be, give me number 23. Assets were made, significant transfers of funds and other assets were made to third parties, which she could be that. Insiders, which she could be an insider. And affiliates, which she could be an affiliate. Just say it. I just wonder, please, it's got a big red question mark. I wonder where Josh McCoon is, like third party, affiliate, inside, if he's even in there somewhere, or some other people. Can't make this up. Now, but we don't want to distance ourselves from this family, according to the Georgia GOP Inc., because they've not been found guilty of anything. 124. Now, First Liberty Building and Loan had an enormous amount of active loans out there to people that owe payments, right? This thing is a mess. To date, only one borrower has made payments totaling $45,000 to the receiver. That's it. The receiver has not yet located a clear list of borrowers and amounts payable to certain reports reviewed by receiver do not appear to be accurate. Yes, there could be an enormous amount of people that would shock you that are going to show up. The receiver can't even get a list. They can't locate a list. I mean, in my opinion, as I'm saying over and over, really redundant, they knew they were going under. When you know you're going under, if you do, the shredder runs 24/7. If you do, I mean, they may have contacted Hillary Clinton and purchased some bleach, not beach. I'm thinking of Bunkport, Maine, where they vacationed. Bleach bit. I got a little fast. Things got fast. Relax. They may have, right? May have. Because he can't find anything hardly. So I wonder if they communicated with people. I wonder if there's text messages. Look, there's a problem. Start deleting your text messages. I'm just saying. What if? Because they can't find anything. The receiver has not yet located a clear list of the borrowers or the amount paid to certain reports reviewed by the receiver do not appear accurate. Well, these books say there's this much money, but we can't find a loan or who the loan went to. Puzzling. Criminals, I say. Criminals. That's what I say. Criminals, I tell you, criminals. To the Batcave, Robin. I'm serious. Oh, well, wait a minute. Now, wait just a minute. Wait a minute. The team, number 13, right? Number 13, the team, as well known. There he is. Josh McCoon. And there's Mongo. I always like when we get a Mongo appearance. That's Jason Thompson. And Julianne, his wife. And they're all there because they were working so hard to try to win the PSC race. Well, in fact, Josh told them just days before, let me tell you what success looks like. Give me video 19.
In 2 years. In November of this year, success looks like winning both of the Public Service Commission statewide elections that will be on the ballot in November of 2025. Success looks like.
That's what success looks like. Yes. He's got an 8x10 hanging on the wall. Success. Success. There he is, trying to be successful, with right over his shoulder Debbie Do Naster, and for some of you that like it, Debbie Do Shits right there, right? And then over Debbie Do Shits' shoulder is Krista Frost, Mother Frost. And there's Travis, the bald-headed cue ball, quirky little. Travis was worried. He was very worried. So was Katie Frost, as we speak of the $140 million, that I would have access to the checkbook. Why, he may get access to the checkbook. So there's the team. They know what success is. They got together, but you cannot get rid of a Frost because, I mean, they've not been found guilty of anything. Wait till this thing unpacks. All right, take that down. Now, what's next? This is coming your way. I just want to put this out. This is on the George Hour. This is coming your way. Number 18. Well, wait a minute. Here, I want to go, first of all, 16. Don't forget, number 16. Marty has asked for all of us to pray. She's got little red tennis shoes on. How cute. To pray. Just pray. And there's Tim Echols, that is not MAGA. And Fitz Johnson. Let's see. MAGA 0 for 4. 0 for 4. Yes. Hey, I read 3 South Korean newspapers a day. Every day I go through them. Yes. Why? Because I think it's important to read about the mothership. I'm serious. I mean, the mothership is South Korea. But we're 0 for 4 on MAGA. 0 for 4. Right? Bottom line. Sorry, Fitz. I hear you're a nice guy, but MAGA you're not. So that being said, we've got right here number 24. Right? 24. Here is Tim Echols. And what is sad this morning, the 2 Republicans on the public service lost re-election bids this week, right? Tim's out of there. Him and the wife, we're going on vacation. We're out of here. All right. You won't be able to find us. You won't have Tim to kick around anymore. So one of the sad things about Tuesday night is now how many Republicans can actually say, thank God this guy is gone. He never fooled us. Now, this is his number 18. We'll go here. The scare the base strategy came up short. Echols said in the quiet part out loud when he acknowledged his party's approach. We're attempting to scare our Republican base. Republicans leaned heavy on MAGA-infused cultural attacks in a race that had little to do with culture wars. Democrats responded by keeping the focus fixed on higher bills, not ideology, in low information race. Simplicity mattered. Even Eccles questioned why we went full MAGA. I didn't know there was like, is there MAGA Light, like Bud Light, right? Is there MAGA Light, right? Is it light beer from Miller? I didn't know. Could you be just a little MAGA, or extreme MAGA, or full MAGA? He wanted to know why we went full MAGA during the campaign. I want to give credit where credit is due. They employed a strategy that had a single focus, and they were able to get folks out to look at their power bill. Tim Eccles admits that folks were looking at their power bill. And he didn't want to go full MAGA. He's not even MAGA to begin with. Now, this is MAGA number 16. Now keep this in mind. I want to show you something. Number 15 is Debbie Dushitz, okay? And I want to show you for a reason. She was down at the GOP headquarters so she could brag that she did everything she could to try to get Fitz and Eccles, right? And there was a time where she claimed to be MAGA. She claimed to be American First. She claimed as a Tea Party, Atlanta Tea Party, or whoever they are, to be the grassroots. And this is what she ended up endorsing, number 16. She is very clearly endorsed, and I'm going to show you, right? Brian Kemp. She endorsed these people here. This is 0 for 4. These are all never Trumpers. All 4. 0 for 4, right? Why didn't we get elected? Well, first of all, you North Georgia in the red areas didn't come out. You didn't reach out for them. You didn't ask for them. Now, let's go here. Number 61. So Mike Collins. So what is about to happen? We're about to have an absolute primary bloodbath, backed by none other than Brian Kemp. Now, I told you this yesterday. Give me this one right here, and then we're going to come back to this one, so keep track of what this one is. Give me number 27. Brian Kemp, you can go and listen to yesterday's show. Brian Kemp totally and completely controls the political power in this state, and you're not allowed to get out of line. Seriously, if any state senator, state representative running for office, no matter what, if you speak out against not the governor, but just a policy that in a campaign strategy that Marty and Brian have, your opponent will have an enormous amount of money put in their campaign. Bottom line. So this guy right here is creating for 2026 a total bloodbath headed our way because he couldn't endorse his congressman, Mike Collins, and I'm not endorsing Mike Collins. He went and told Donald Trump, hang tight, I'm going to get my own guy. Had Nick Saban call Donald Trump and say, hang tight, we're going to get our own guy. Had a meeting down at Sea Island, told all the donors, hang tight, we're going to get our own guy. And he got Derek Dooley in the race. And Derek Dooley, now go back to the one I just had you up there a minute ago. And he got Derek Dooley in the race, right? Didn't vote, never Trumper, no matter what you say. New Kemp-backed ad just goes after all the Senate candidates in the primary. Watch this right here. Let me see, where's it at? Give me 62. Now, to me, Brian Kemp doesn't care if he beats John Ossoff. I told you yesterday. No skin off his nose, his family. Does not change his bank account one bit. But it does help the bank account of the family based on the fact that I understand Amy Porter, one of the girls, has a fundraising business that benefits every time a dollar is sent to Derek Dooley. So Governor Brian Kemp had hoped to avoid messy Republican primary for the U.S. Senate by throwing his weight behind former football coach Derek Dooley. Instead, the race has reached a new level of antipathy. Sorry, don't attack me. Relax. In part because of Kemp's own doing. Give me video 22.
What do Mike Collins, Buddy Carter, and John Ossoff have in common? They all failed and shut down the government. It's what happens when you send career politicians to D.C. To change Washington, we need an outsider. Derek Dooley for U.S. Senate.
Went after not only John Ossoff, but went after Buddy Carter and Mike Collins, right? A Kemp-backed group on Thursday released an ad blaming Republican U.S. Rep. Buddy Carter and Mike Collins for the government shutdown. Just say it, right? Now, Derek Dooley goes and the Washington Times, number 64. Derek Dooley goes, number 64. Is all Brian Kemp, man. End business as usual. He wrote an op-ed for the Washington Times. End business as usual. For too long, business as usual, Washington has thrived at the expense of the American taxpayer. We've seen the headlines, the same lame excuses. Politicians, right? How many times have you read about a member of Congress making millions of dollars off their stock portfolio or crypto trades? I mean, I'm just saying. Now, that goes on, but look at that last sentence in this paragraph that I have cropped out there. Does that make you think? And put the priorities of hardworking Americans last. Hardworking Americans last. I wonder. Sorry about that. Hardworking America. Could that be Trump and them hardworking Georgians? Hardworking Americans first? Is that super PAC? I'm telling you right now. Now, the Senate race in Georgia. Derek Dooley and Brian Kemp, or Brian Kemp's team, plan to go, right? I have an attention deficit disorder. I got to look and see what's said. I don't know why I have to go, but they plan to go, right? Red, nuke, burn everything down. They don't care who the governor is. They don't care who the lieutenant governor is. I'm just telling you now, prepare for what's coming your way. Now, I forgot something in the first 2 hours that I have to close with today, Diane. Because I have concerns. So, in Georgia, let's see, I got the Ron Pitts. We talked about Fulton County. Let's see, what else did I have here? Give me number 5. All right, so let's just close out the weekend, go into the weekend, all right, with there's something going on. Now, she went on Bill Maher. This is MTG, the congresswoman from the 14th district. Number 6, she went on The View, right? She was on CNN, right here, number 57. She's everywhere. So, before I go any further, what is she doing? Because Elise Stefanik, congresswoman from New York, is announcing today, I think this afternoon, that she's running for governor of New York. So what is MTG doing? I mean, we've asked the question. We're the first ones really here to put everything together. Now, we know, you can go back on our tape, Diane will tell you, we beat everybody to it. We know she didn't get the red hat for Senate. Brian, look, I'm going to say this. I do not know. You ready? Are you ready? I do not have confirmation of this. But if you think MTG likes Brian Kemp, Burt Jones, and Josh McCoon. Now, they watched the show. I mean, cue ball there, Travis Bowden will tell you I've only got 38 viewers. But I have to tell you, out of the 38 viewers, Travis, these people have someone monitor this program because we are way advanced when it comes to political insight of what's happening or what's unfolding. I don't care how that sounded. And they know it. So they monitor this. You don't know how many times a week I'll get a message saying, I heard you say this. So I'm going to look you in the eye and tell you, this lady, in my opinion, does not like Josh McCoon, the chairman of the Georgia Republican Party. I feel very strongly he stabbed MTG in the back. She does not like Brian Kemp. Brian Kemp made a move. She did not get the support from Donald Trump to run for Senate because Donald Trump and Brian Kemp were going to have a deal, a candidate they could both agree on, right? That was the deal. Donald Trump, Brian Kemp is a terrible, terrible person. Him and the Queen, all right? Kemp and the Queen. They should do it like Brian, Marty, and the girls, the Kempettes. They could do a quartet. They could go around and sing gospel music. Moving right along, that being said, all right, Brian Kemp's a terrible person. He doesn't like me. Marty doesn't like me. I had to pause for a minute. That's emotional. But that being said, all right, Brian Kemp and Donald Trump had a deal. Wonder if Brian Kemp's ever broke a deal before. They had a deal. And the deal was they would both find a candidate they could support to keep from what happening. Where we're at today, a bloodbath. Brian Kemp and Donald Trump had a deal to unify behind a candidate so Georgia could unify, not have problems, clear the way, beat Ossoff, retain the governor's mansion for Republicans. They had a deal, but did Brian Kemp give a shit? No. No, hell no he didn't. That's a fact. So this lady, in my words, was told, you can hate her all day long. She was told, you know how she worked for Donald Trump. She was told, no, MTG, I cannot give you the endorsement because Brian and I have a deal. That's what happened. I don't know. I can't quote it, but that's what happened. And she got crapped on. She wanted the red hat. She wanted to run for Senate. Trump said, I can't do that. I got to deal with Kemp. We're going to try to get rid of Ossoff and get Burt Jones in there. And Burt Jones, yeah. And I endorsed Josh McCoon just like you did. And Josh is going to try to help pull Burt across. What? I have my money on a black marker in Vegas. Everything I just told you happened. So she didn't get the red hat for governor. She didn't get the red hat for Senate. I go over and over. Brian Kemp, for the 87th, 11th, 12th, 16th time, I do not think this lady likes Brian Kemp, Burt Jones, or Josh McCoon. Now, that being said, she's doing something. She's laying the groundwork. So give me video 12.
Do you have any ambitions for a statewide or nationwide office?
So everyone's asking me that, and I think it's because Washington has never seen someone come in with pure intentions. I'm literally one of those disenfranchised, forgotten Americans that feels like the government has failed them, and I just so happened to get elected to Congress.
But do you have ambitions? Now, it's being said that she does not want to run for president. She's being said she doesn't want to run for president, right? But wait a minute. Now, I'm still on the candidate casino that she's up to something. All right. Now, they have normalized her. And she's playing a little bit of a balance of Bill Clinton knowing how you've been affected. Oh, yeah, she's playing a little bit of a balance with understanding the grocery cart. Give me video 6.
That affordability hasn't been fixed. It's that people and Republicans aren't talking about it enough. That seemed to be a takeaway of his from Tuesday night's elections. Mm-hmm. You disagree with that sentiment?
I think Tuesday was definitely a referendum on how leaders in this country are leading. And I believe in America First policies. That's why I campaigned for President Trump and have supported him as long as I have, and I do support him. But I want all of my colleagues to come through in action in supporting America First policies. And I think the American people showed that on Tuesday. You're not going to convince them to go to the polls and vote by bailing out Argentina. And you're not going to convince them to go to the polls and vote by continuing to fund foreign wars and foreign countries and foreign causes. You're going to get them to go to the polls and vote when you show up to work and actually fix the problems that they face every single day.
And so, you know, one thing that the president said there...
116. Huh. I mean, she said America like 3 times. And, you know, we are tired of Zelensky being at the White House. And we are a little bit tired of every time we turn around, you know, we're getting the pictures of Donald Trump welcoming, you know, the guy from NATO, right? I mean, I have to tell you the truth that nothing would make me smile anymore than, you know, 2 farmers, you know, from out west in bibbed overalls with John Deere tractor hats sitting in the Oval Office next to him discussing farming. I mean, I would have done that before I'd have NATO in there, before I wouldn't let the little sawed off run. So she keeps saying America first. Huh. Now this is the one that got you. Oh, video 8.
I wonder how you feel about someone like Adelita Grijalva, who, I mean, you say you can't work for your district because the House is out of session. She won her election 6 weeks ago and still has not been sworn in.
She should be sworn in.
Point blank.
Yep.
Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene, thank you for your time tonight.
Yeah, thank you, Kate.
Really appreciate it.
Caitlin Collins. She should be sworn in. I don't know about you, but I agree. She should be sworn in. Look, I don't trust Mike Johnson. I don't trust John Thune. I don't trust those people leading the way in the stage shutdown. She should be sworn in. She won. I agree with that. Now, this is the one that really melted you down. I got 5 minutes and I got one more thing. Video 11. This caused major meltdown. Video 11.
I will praise Nancy Pelosi. She had an incredible career for her party. I served under her speakership in my first term of Congress, and I'm very impressed at her ability to get things done. I wish we could get things done for our party like Nancy Pelosi was able to deliver for her party. So I wish her well in her retirement, but I would like to see people exit Washington a lot sooner rather than wait until their 80s.
Yeah, we are.
That has caused absolute meltdown. Now, what I want you to do, and we can't do it today, I want you to diagnose that, not react, and tell me exactly what in that upsets you. Nancy Pelosi is Speaker of the House. Nancy Pelosi beat her caucus in line. If you thought you were not going to vote for something that Nancy Pelosi was putting on the floor, she called you in. I hear you may not vote for this. Well, I don't think I can vote yes on this. Well, I hate that. Now, your daughter, I understand, go to Harvard. I think she's waiting for her acceptance letter. Yes, we're hoping she gets in. So do I. I hope she can. Hey, let's get back to this. Do you think you could vote yes? Oh, Nancy Pelosi, she got things done. How dare you? Well, let's see. We got a minute. How did Trump feel about Nancy Pelosi? Because I don't blame him. Let's see. Where's it at? Where's Trump? I thought I had one here. There it is. Give me Trump video 16.
It's President Trump, who did not mince words. Instead of recognizing Pelosi's decades of service to the country, he said this.
I think she's an evil woman. I'm glad she's retiring. I think she did the country a great service by retiring. I think she was a tremendous liability for the country.
And Dick Cheney.
I think she was an evil woman who did a poor job, who cost the country a lot in damages and in reputation. I thought she was terrible.
The old guard has been repudiated, and the rest.
She is an evil person. He's 100% right. But what MTG was telling you is when she was Speaker of the House, not Mike Johnson, the weasel, when she was Speaker of the House, she put something on the floor. She got it across the finish line. Well, I'm not telling you like Nancy Pelosi. My God, it won't come out of my mouth through this microphone to you. But she got Trump impeached twice. She stole an election in 2020. She got, she made it happen. She put together a select committee, didn't give a shit. Right? Adam Kinzinger and Liz Cheney. She didn't care. When Nancy Pelosi got up in the morning, she didn't care. She gave you Obamacare. Oh, yeah. 2 impeachments. She didn't play no games. She got her done. We sit on it. We sit on it. You know what we have done? We have the big, beautiful bill. That's what it was named, that we truly don't know everything about it. That's our piece of legislation. And then we have executive orders. So that being said, MTG is up to something. And I'll just say this, and I've got one more thing. We got 1 minute left here. 1 minute left here. You've got number 21. And the reason I say I have my money on governor. Now, I don't know that, but I think she's up to something. I don't know if she wants to run for president. She said no. And don't forget, in that video, the guy that was making hand motions, you may not remember, that's Marjorie Taylor Greene's boyfriend in the Oval Office. He has press credentials in the. So if Trump really hated Marjorie Taylor Greene, if he really did, Brian would not be in the Oval Office, and he is, as with press credentials. If Trump was that mad at MTG that you keep hearing coming out of the White House, Brian would not be. Now, on this poll, Raffensperger, Burt Jones, undecided, 55%. The door is open for Marjorie Taylor Greene. Now, that being said, take that down. Let's wrap up this right here. I got to finish up. So this is Josh. This is number 2. This is Josh McCoon with Dennis Futch. Colquitt County Republican Party should call for Dennis Futch in a blue shirt. They should call for his resignation immediately. I'm calling for the resignation of Josh McCoon. Here is number 1, Dennis W. Futch. Dennis, what the Futch? 1, Colquitt Republican Party should remove him immediately. Number 2, Josh McCoon, right? Now, we got our asses handed to us. We do not have leadership in Georgia. We have a bloodbath on its way. I showed you in black and white right here, as they say, with number 61, Derek Dooley and Brian Kemp. Derek Dooley and Brian Kemp trying to bring this state down. That's my sincere opinion. I'm very clear on it. Josh McCoon needs to resign immediately. Give me video. Let's see, 19.
In 2 years. In November of this year, success looks like winning both of the Public Service Commission statewide elections that will be on the ballot in November of 2025. Success looks like firing John Ossoff, electing Republicans up and down the ballot, but also being aggressive about picking up new opportunities. And that means investing in Georgia's 2nd congressional district to finally defeat Sanford Bishop.
So I said this in all due respect because I do like the guy. But Chuck, I sure hope you're not sitting down in the 2nd district believing that. I really do. I hope you're not sitting down there in the 2nd district waiting for Josh McCoon to help you pick up new opportunities. Because, Chuck, if you are, you may want to extend a call over to Candace Taylor and ask Candace how that worked out for her. You know, Chuck, when Candace threw me under the bus and facilitated my removal and went to the grassroots and told them how bad I was, nasty, evil, all that stuff. You know that? You remember that, Chuck? You remember they all rallied around her? What was that lady's name? Jacqueline McCoon, Vicky Consiglio, Ginger Howard, Sally Grubbs, Debbie Dooley. I mean, Josh McCoon. Remember that rally around Candace? Right? I mean, I think they even gave her as a door prize or a consolation prize for attacking me a couple extra tubes of red lipstick. Yes. Maybe she got a prescription to the fat drug. Now, I'm not implying Candace is on the fat drug, but maybe she is. I'm just saying. Chuck, call over in the 1st district and see how that worked out for Candace Taylor. All the rallying behind her. You know, let me say this nicely because it's not fair. I don't think we should treat anybody bad. I'm going to jump out on a limb here. I'm going to go out on a limb. Candace when you lose the 1st District of Georgia, I guess what you may try next is mayor. I'll come down there and help you campaign when you run for mayor. I'll see you guys Monday morning, 8 a.m. Have a nice weekend, all of you.